Alrighty, we have our VIP couch winner for the next game. What number ticket is it, Riley? Hello, Derbyverse. We are back with our penultimate game of statewide Stampede Round 4, which makes me sad, but we still obviously have two amazing games of Derby. I'm Harmon Miranda, and with me today I have... Bloodify from Southeast Magic?
Magic? What?
Yeah. Your league, who are you with?
Oh, yeah.
Southeast Magic Rollers.
I thought you meant, I was like, I don't know what I'm saying.
Good, good. All right, we have Dragon City Roller Derby up against Pivot City Rollers, which is a combination league of Geelong and Gippsland. So we're going to quickly run through our rosters. Dragon City are in black today. We have 1-0 KTKO, 1-1 Nix Vicious, 1-1-2 Goose Lightning, 1-4 Kilbo Baggins, 1-6 Solid Rage, 2-2 Argy Bargy, 3-3 Fatal Phoenix, 3-7 Po Slammeron, 3-9 Sassy Devil, 5 Calamity June, 6-6 Hurl Scout, 7-7 Crackerjack, and 8-6 Razorback. They are up against Pivot City, who has
0-5 Mad Splatter, 2 Dakota Blocker, 238 Bee Sting, 247 Turbo Kerbo, 29 Raw, 38 Major Pain, 51 Melon Head, 57.
I'm going to say rock. It may be rocky, could be rock.
6
Rock. Confirming that is rock, the E is silent.
6 Storm, 7-6 Mad Pixie, 7-8 Blizzard, 8 Race Car, 8-9 JLo, 9-9 Morbid Murder.
And always big thanks to our officials on and off skates. Today we have Bullseye, Spendy, Rogue, Achilles Wheel, King, Samanda Chaos, Scareboy, Toots, Bonnie Jovi and Hypodermic. Execution. All right, and we are off and rolling. We have Mad Pixie for Pivot City getting lead, followed very closely behind by 112 Goose Lightning. Super speedy pack, super speedy jammers. Big smiles from both those jammers. You can tell they don't like playing derby at all. Pixie slides into that Dragon City tripod at the back, pushing their hips through. 3 points for Pivot City, 2 points for Dragon City. And we have our on-skates officials as well.
Executioner, Murray Fury, Sin, Candy, Armadillo, Ellie Mental, Jack Spide.
Make sure you say it.
Can I say it? No?
So we've got our first official timeout of the game. Not bad, 1 jam in. Looks like Bullseye's checking the period clock matches the jam timer stopwatch.
Close enough, right?
So quick shout out to the VIP couch. One last chance to buy a raffle ticket and be seated gloriously trackside. Blanket to keep you warm, snacks to eat while you're watching. Yeah, Bloods, you've sat on that for the last 2 games. Is it comfy?
Yep, pretty comfy, all right.
Alrighty, and we are back for Jam 2. We have...
Wait, we can look up here because they're closer.
I think that's Calamity June. So yeah, Calamity June there, jamming for Dragon City. Knocked out by Ray, but as Ray's taken a knee, they're free to come back in. But it is our Pivot City jammer, Green 3-8.
Major pain.
Yeah, major pain. Oh, down the inside line. Big hit there, but Ray coming in and taking out the hit initiator. This is a dynamic game. There is a lot more movement around the track than we've seen in some of the previous games. So that was 3 points on the scoreboard for Pivot City, bringing them to 6. Chico Rollers still on 2. Dragon City with a pack advantage in this jam, 2 green blockers sitting in the penalty box. We have...
Sassy Devil.
Sassy Devil jamming for Dragon City, getting lead jam coming around, up against
Bee Sting.
for Pivot City. Sassy Devil calling it off. 1 point for Sassy Devil. Oh no, 2 points for Sassy Devil and a 1 point steal Bee Sting. So Pivot City on 7, Chico Rollers on 4. You don't need to know the number of that person. Who's that jamming for Pivot City?
Mad Pixie.
You can tell Mad Pixie's lining up to jam. They get so low off the start line. Scooting down the inside line on their toe stops. Mad Pixie for lead. Chico's roller jammer, that is... Nick's Vicious jamming.
Nick's Vicious.
Jamming for Dragon City. Pixie has a 10-foot lead there on Nick's. Pixie coming around for a second scoring pass. The pack has sped up to try and keep those points as far away from the jammers as possible. Pixie comes on through, gets full 4 points. 1 point there stolen by Nick's. 11 points to Pivot City, 5 points Chico Rollers. We have 4 minutes of the game elapsed so far.
I thought you said we had. I just heard we have 4 minutes.
4 minutes of Derby down, 26 minutes to go in this half.
Same thing, right?
Kilbo Baggins lining up for Dragon City. And that would be Ra jamming for Pivot City. Ray, last line of defence there, but Kilbo is out and lead. KTKO deciding to take Ra down at the front. Dragon City reforming, bridging out the front. Kilbo around on a scoring pass. Ray knocks to the outside. Kilbo forced to recycle. Razorback coming back to do some offence. Another big hit to the out there by Ray. Kilbo holding their ground. Pivot City jammer Ra heading to the penalty box. Looks like that was a cut track penalty. So Kilbo is free to skate on round and score some more points. Dragon City decide passive offense isn't for them. Oh, cut track there now to the Dragon City jammer. That means we're going to have a what?
A swappy doodle.
Or a jammer bounce, as it might be called. So Ra heading back. Pack moving backwards to try and make that a longer trip. KTKO. Now, Kilbo back from the box. Tripod of Pivot City blockers at the back. Kilbo gets passed on that inside line. Ra now has been taken to the back of the pack. And that was a full 2-minute jam. Obviously, when the jammer who has lead jammer status goes to the penalty box, they lose their lead jam status and the jam has to go for a full 2 minutes. So we had Kilbo there with 9 points for Chico Rollers, no points scored by Pivot City, and we have a lead change. Chico Rollers now lead by 1 point, 14 plays 13.
Jamming for Chico Rollers is Goose Lightning, and jamming for Pivot City Rollers is Major Pain. That took a long time.
Goose Lightning has made it through their initial pass, been awarded lead jammer and is now scoring some points.
All I can hear is whistles. It's so loud. I'm just hearing one here, one everywhere.
Now we are waiting for the scoreboard to be updated. Looks like it's stuck on the previous jam. So we're going to get an official timeout while the technicalities of numbers to scoreboard are sorted. And that's the rolling whistle. We are back to the roller derby.
It was very nice music. I was having a little dance party.
Yeah, we'll get music if you're here live. You've still got time to come down, watch the second half of this game and our fourth game today. We have Calamity June jamming for Chico Rollers, Beasting jamming for PCR. Jammers exiting the pack at the same time. Calamity June doing a bit of a shoulder hit there on Beasting, giving them a 30-point track advantage. Calamity enters the pack, hit to the outside.
That was a very quick jam.
It was a quick jam.
And a loud one.
And a loud one. So 1 point there for Calamity June. No points for Pivot City Rangers in that jam. 18 for Chico Rollers, 14 Pivot City. 2 points. Scoreboard says 1 point. Now it says 2. Thank you, Hawkeye. A little bit of intel there from the truck. That was a 2 points for Calamity June. So Mad Pixie out super quick. Half a track behind we have Sassy Devil. Pivot City taking the front of the pack. So as Pixie enters. Pixie told to call up by their bench, not before Sassy has made it into the pack and stolen a couple of points. So 2 points there to Sassy Devil, 4 points to Mad Pixie. 21 Chico Rollers lead 18 Pivot City. So Pivot City choosing to take the front line as they set up on that first straightaway.
For Chico Rollers is Nick's Vicious, and for Pivot City is Major Pain.
So Nick's Vicious exiting the pack first, getting a lead jammer status and eligible to get some points. We are
Another
doing
quick jam.
a lot of quick, short, sharp jams. 2 points there to Nick's Vicious. 23. Chicos have a 5-point lead on Pivot City. We've had 10 minutes of derby done.
Already?
Time flies when you're jamming and scoring points.
But we're not jamming.
Oh, feels like it. Hard work.
Huh?
All right. Kilbo Baggins up against Beasting. Beasting's running down that inside line on their toe stops. Out with lead jam status. Kilbo locked down by that tripod of green at the front of the pack. Razorback coming in to do some offense, deciding whether to bridge or not. Beasting through 4 points to Pivot City. Kilbo pushing green blockers, forcing them to bridge out round turn 2. Beasting coming around on that second scoring pass, jukes to the outside, pulls back, runs down that inside line. 8-point jam for the Pivot City Rangers. We have another lead change. 26 plays 23.
What if I just switched to Hawkeye Cam when he was looking at the camera?
So there is a bit of a tradition in sports, is there not? If there's a lead change we must drink. I'm going to suggest just a hydrating beverage. So Mad Pixie running around the outside, closely followed by our Chico Rollers jammer. That is a Goose Lightning. Pack starts to move, heads around turn 2. Mad Pixie into the moving pack, decides to call it before Goose can get anywhere close.
That was the quickest call I've ever seen.
Really? All of these feel like 10-second jams. That was 1 point for Mad Pixie.
It was very fast.
This is a fast game. Both of these teams seem to have a similar style. Let's get out, get points quickly. The pack seems to be a moving pack. They're not slowing down, setting, ready to catch. They're taking their points and running away. So we have Ra out there for Pivot City. Up against, that is Calamity June, getting lead jammer status for Chico Rollers. Ra heading to the outside, pushing back to the middle. Chico City's blockers reforming there, front of the pack. Now Pivot City comes in to help Ra.
I know that camera's going that way, but what camera's going this way?
Upstairs on the other corner. So we have all 80 wheels out on the truck blocking at the moment. 2 jammers, 4 blockers a team. Penalty box is empty. Calamity June, 2 scoring passes under their belt, 8 points on the board. Coming back around for a third time. Ra still battling it out. That's been a full lap now. Ra knocked to the inside there by 1-6. That is Solid Rage. Chico Rollers reforming. Calamity June through for their 5th scoring pass. Huge jam for the Chico Rollers.
Wait, Mama. So when it's half time,
Come away from the milk when you turn.
we'll get food.
Calamity June starting to feel it, understandably. 24-point jam for Calamity June there, and we've got to commend the tenacity of Ra. Never once did they stop nor give up.
24-point jam.
Yeah.
Or is that 22? I can't see.
So 24 points added to the Chico Roller scoreboard. We now have 47 to 27. And that would be a lead change. Time for another drink. Beasting, this time up on the jammer line against Sassy Devil. Beasting exiting the pack, turn 1. Sassy Devil duking to the inside, careening around the out, also now free to score points. Pack again very fast moving, nobody sort of reforming. Beasting headed to the penalty box. Power jam for Sassy Devil. Chico Rollers, they're trying to keep the Pivot City blockers separate. Lots of reforming, lots of waterfalling. Sassy Devil knocked to the outside on turn 4. And Sassy Devil out with 4 points. That is their second scoring pass of the jam. Bit of a double tumble there, one blocker falling, one jammer falling over them. If it's your own teammate though, no low blocks required. Beasting back on the track, pushing forward KTKO and that is 666 Hurl Scout from Chico Rollers.
Did you just say 5 million sixes? Probably just my ears.
No, I said 3 6s, 666 Hurl.
Oh, I heard 66666666666.
No, there must be something echoing in your ears. So that was a 8-point jam for our Chicos, 4 points for Pivot City, 55 plays 31.
Wait, Dad, give me a fish. Can I say the workout now? I said there was another workout going on. Can I say something about the workout this time? Next time. What's gonna happen?
And we are back after that official timeout. We've got a shout out here online. Go Razorback from Razor Mum.
Did you just say we have a tat?
That's Mad Pixie from Pivot City with lead running down that inside line. Up against.
I can't hear you with the headphones on.
Have you tried Scale?
Yes, I'm trying. No, what? I can't. Sorry.
That's Nick's Vicious jamming for our Chico Rollers. Held up by a solid tripod of green at the back of the pack on the straightaway. Mad Pixie doing what Mad Pixie does, and that is not stopping. We've had the star pass by our Chico Rollers. We now have RG Bargy as our jammer for Chico Rollers. Mad Pixie coming around. 3 scoring passes complete. 12 points already on the board. Telling her pack mates to speed things up. Jumps over the Chico Rollers tripod. Another 4 points on the board. I think that's a 20-point jam. Either way, 16 points is huge. Closing that gap. 47 Pivot City, chasing 55 Chico Rollers.
It's big in Skittles.
Yeah, no, big in Skittles, big in Broken Bones, eh? So we have Kilbo Baggins now jamming for Chico Rollers. Up against, I think that's Major Pain. Kilbo able to step around that outside line and remain inbounds. Major Pain also able to get through. Kilbo aiming for the centre of that tripod, spinning, not to the outside while calling things off. Getting all 4 points. Chico Rollers on 59, Pivot City 47. Okay.
It's beast.
Up against, were you going to say that?
Oh, I thought you said beasting.
You're going to say the Germans?
For Pivot City is beasting, and for Chico Rollers is
Goose Lightning.
Goose Lightning.
Beasting entering the pack slightly faster than Goose Lightning, but both of them now hurtling around the track as the pack speeds up. Beasting calling it, deciding that track race wasn't worth it.
No, nothing. Well, look, I'm singing in the shower. What? I need it my height.
Ra out again for Pivot City, and that would be Calamity June out again for Chico Rollers. So Calamity managing to get our 24-point jam last time. Out and lead. So, Ra passing the star to 8-9 JLo, Pivot City, who's already put the hat on their head. KTKO with a big knockout to the back. Not able to recycle all the way to the back of the pack, thanks to some delightful screening there by 9-9 Morbid Birder. Calamity June also recycled to the back of the tack on turn 4. Razorbeck, KTKO. Pivot City Jammer heading to the penalty box. So whilst Razorbeck was penalised on that last bit of action, K2KO is still able to run to the back of the pack and draw the cut. Calamity June through for another 4 points, bringing their score to 12. Calamity
How
June
many
being told
whistles was that?
as many as we need. Calamity June being told to call by the bench at the exact
I
same
heard 6.
time as the 2-minute jam ends. That was a 12-point jam. No, 16. I said it too soon. 16-point jam for the Chico Rollers. 75 leads Pivot City on 47. Pivot City will be starting this next jam with JLo in the box as the jammer. So our Chico's roller jammer. Sassy Devil is able to get out and get lead. We are having a lot of blockers heading to that penalty box. Frequent flyer points for both teams. JLo trapped behind KTKO at the back of the pack. Oh. Piffs. Bit of a toss there of the jammer star. Technically not allowed. Star pass has to be both skaters inbounds, upright and touching the hat at the same time. Can't throw the hat over the wall. But Pivot went back, grabbed the hat properly. And now we have a 0-5 Mad Splatter jamming for Pivot City. Sassy Devil sneaks in another scoring pass before calling it. That is 12 points for Chico City, 0 points Pivot City. That jam, 87 plays 47. Well, can you tell me the points differential, Bloods? What's 87 minus 47?
40?
Yes, 40. You are correct. That is a 40-point lead to the Chico Rollers.
Dad.
Oh, did you cheat? Did you not math yourself?
I could barely cheat. I didn't even remember what number he held up.
The secret hand signal 40.
I thought 0 meant okay.
So we have Nix Vicious up against Mad Pixie. Mad Pixie getting lower on the start line, definitely winning the limbo competition.
Zero is this. Well, people that are watching can't see, but zero is this.
Mad Pixie being knocked to the outside, staying in bounds. Out for lead, or 20, 30 feet behind, Nick's Vicious. Chico Rollers sit up at the front of the pack on turn 1. Mad Pixie pushes her hips into the tripod, 2 points. 87 plays 49. Okay, it's Kilbo Baggins up against Beasting.
For
Who's-
Chico Rollers is
Kilbo Baggins.
Kilbo Baggins, and for Pivot City is Beasting.
2 Pivot City blockers in the box, so definitely a pack advantage to the Chico Rollers. Beasting though, out for lead. Kilbo 30, 40 feet behind. Pack speeds up again, keep the points away from those jammers. Bit of a pirouette and a fall there by Beasting, calling it off as they land. That is 3 points for Pivot City. No points. Chico Rollers 87 though, still in the lead, plays 52.
For Chico Rollers, Goose Lightning, and for Pivot City, Mad Pixie.
Goose Lightning able to run down that outside line, half a track a lead on Mad Pixie. Goose in, scoring the points. Through the pack, calls it off.
That was a very quick jam, quicker than the quickest jam. I'm confused now. What am I saying?
So Mad Pixie held scoreless in that one. 4 points added to Chico Rollers, 91 plays 52. 2.5 minutes remain in this period.
Raw for Pivot City and Sassy Devil for Chico Rollers.
Sassy Devil through, awarded Lee Jammer status. Facing the full complement of green blockers at the front of the pack. Pushing them up in between turns 1 and 2. Dakota Blocker dropping back to do some bridging. Pivot City now goes back to offer Ra some help. KT KO, the last line of defence at the front, as usual. Big hit out there by Mad Splatter, drawing Sassy Devil half a track backwards. Mad Splatter trying one more time to knock Sassy Devil out. Oh. Jammer Star on the ground, bit of a trip there to 2-2.
357.
So we have had a star class from Ra to Mad Splatter. Chico's with some great individual blocking there. Huge jam for Sassy Devil.
No way.
So another 16 points added to the Chico Roller scoreboard. And
It's half time.
We're at half time. So we're going to leave you for 14 and a bit minutes. Chicka Rollers leading 107 to Pivot City on 52.
See you later.
Hi, hi, back again. Bit of a shout out for those in the room. If you want a raffle ticket, we're drawing them after this game. So you've got 30 minutes to get a raffle ticket. Amazing prizes like, what was there? There was a smelly pack. There was a beauty pack. There was one that had
Giant cookie.
there was a giant cookie. I saw one of them had a $50 bonus
Crafty
voucher in
kit.
there.
There's a crafty kit.
And a crafty kit. Oh, Beardcast says no, he's already won the crafty kit. Nobody is allowed to add their ticket to the crafty kit. So we left you 15 minutes ago with Chico's leading on 107. Pivot City Rangers, I'm going to say not that far behind. We've seen 24-point jams today, so technically 2 jams behind.
Also, the raffle for the VIP chair to get to sit
Oh
on
yeah,
the
one
chair.
more chance to score the chair. There's only one more game to sit in it. And the derby's back on. We have Mad Pixie up against Goose Lightning. Goose Lightning is out and a lead jammer. Mad Pixie facing up against KTKO. I think they made funny faces at each other. That was gorgeous. When you see somebody you know and admire on the derby track, what kind of face do you make? Goose knocked to the ground at the back of the pack. Calls it off on their knees. Did score 2 points.
And that's why you wear knee pads.
Yes, correct. That's why we wear knee pads. Falling is part of roller derby.
Trying to get the chickens on.
So we've got a Go Chicos from Joy on the live stream and from Kobe. It says Go Chicos, love Bucky. Beasting on the track, jamming for Pivot City Rollers. Knocked to the outside there on turn 1.
Is it too late? Because I know another raffle.
And that is Sassy Devil jamming for Chico Rollers. Sassy Devil, your lead jammer for this jam 2 of period 2. Beasting now out and coming around to score some points. Sassy Devil runs down the outside. Told to call it by the bench. Another 4 points, increasing Chico's lead.
There's one more raffle.
Oh yeah, what was another one of the raffle prizes?
Tattoo voucher.
Oh yeah, there's a $200 tattoo voucher. Might be a bit of a hike for some people. That tattoo artist is located in Hastings, Victoria. But totally worth it.
Unless you're a kid like me.
Oh, if you're over 18, correct. Full complement of blockers on the track. Pivot City doing a bit of a wrap around there. Quite successfully too. Major Pain is out and lead. Ooh, a slippery spot on the track. Falls down, recovers. Comes around to score some points. Multiplayer block going to one of the Pivot City blockers. Nick Vicious now with 2 to beat at the front. Melonhead coming around. This is a very fast-moving pack. I don't think we've seen this kind of fast derby much this weekend. Major Pain pushing on KTKO. Skips around the inside line. Calls it off. 4 points to Pivot City. Chicos remain scoreless. 113 plays 56.
Why is there a random pen here?
That's what I love about roller derby. Jammers get on the track, give each other a hug, and then try and win. So we've got Kilbo Baggins up against Mad Pixie. Kilbo starting just as low as Mad Pixie. Taking the inside line, knocked out and recycled back. Pixie fighting through those 4 Chico rollers at the front. Now has a lead jammer. Kilbo being drawn back one more time. Oh, Mad Pixie nearly round backwards on that outside line. Hits the floor, drawn to the back. Takes another run at it. Successful this time. Gets the full 4. 113 plays 60.
For Pivot City, we have Beasting up against Calamity Jane.
Blockers not setting up till very late in the piece. Beautiful O there by Melonhead, allows Beasting to cruise on through. Calamity June kind of doing the opposite, taking the inside line. Pivot City blockers moving to the front. Oh, Beasting sliding around on 1 foot, calling it off whilst balancing.
That was a one-legged call.
It was a one-legged call-off. 2 points added to Pivot City. That's been 3 jams in a row where they've scored unopposed. Slowly creeping it back, plenty of time. 24 minutes left on the clock. 113 Chicos, 62 Pivot City.
For Pivot City is Major Pain up against Goose Lightning.
Goose Lightning finding a line on the outside of turn 1 and Major Pain following them through. Pack sets up with Chicos at the front. Goose Lightning calling it off from the ground, but I think we had a 4-point steal there by Pivot City's Major Pain. That would be living up to your name, I feel.
I'm not saying it in the mic, I heard a 4-point steal.
Oh no, it was 2 points each. Even Stevens in that jam.
For Pivot City, we have Mad Pixie up against Kilbabatics. I think that's
so
what
the
it's
exact
called.
same matchup we saw before. And similar thing happening. We have Mad Pixie out with lead. Kilbo not recycled back this time, just stalled at the front a little bit. Mad Pixie is so bouncy. Kilbo now entering the pack. Mad Pixie trusting her blockers to stop them. And is going around for another time. Melonhead with a big hit on Kilbo Baggins, knocking them to the inside on the end of turn 3, bringing them back to the second straightaway. Dakota Blocker and Melon now doing a 2-all, hold Kilbo at the back, while Pixie is going through on their second scoring pass. Pack slows down as we're on turn 4. Mad Pixie deciding that was too much like hard work. Gives Katie Gale a hug on the way through. In that last pass, Mad Pixie got 3 out of the 4 points. 7 points to Pivot City. They are now on 71. Chico's getting 4, 119.
Did you just say they're giving hugs? Oh, I thought it. Oh. For Pivot City is Beasting up against Sassy Devil.
Beasting getting lead for Pivot City. Valiant attempt there by Pivot City's 247 Turbo Kerbo. But Sassy able to brush that off. Head on around. Beasting with 2 points. Pivot City on 73.
For Pivot City is Major Pain, and for Chico Rollers is Next Vicious.
Bit of a discombobulated pack, moving down straightaway 1. And we have Nix Vicious out with lead jammer status. Major Pain pushing through turn 3. Exiting turn 4, completing their initial pass. Nick's entering the pack. 2 Pivot City blockers to beat at the front. Knocked out by Mad Splatter. Calling it, Mad Splatter retaining their points, so 3 points to Chico Rollers. 122 plays 73.
I feel too tired.
Who we got now?
I got this one. No, just. I said I don't. I think. For Pivot City is Male Pixie and for Chico Rollers is Calamity June.
So Calamity June running down that outside line, getting lead. Mad Pixie taking a big hit from KTKO, but only slowed, not stopped. Zero points for Mad Pixie, as it was called before they entered the pack. And 3 points for Chico Rollers. We have a team timeout to Dragon City. So normally that means dance break.
Hey, I was about to say, hey, what's up?
And so ends the timeout.
Oh, I don't want to stop dancing.
Yeah, you got to be in the room to hear the music. And it is an eclectic look into Beardcast's mind. Meanwhile, who have we got jamming, huh? Bloods?
Oh, for Pivot City is Beasting and for Chico Rollers is Goose Lightning.
Such a tight-knit pack. Beasting is through. Goose Lightning almost through. Melonhead and Mad Splatters try to stop that reality. Unsuccessful. Big hit to the outside. Beasting calling it off from the floor. All that time, all that speed for 1 point. Although at the end of the day, every point does count. 125 Chico Rollers, 74 Pivot City Rangers.
Jamming for Pivot City is Major Pain and jamming for Chico Rollers is Sassy Devil.
Sassy Devil knocked to the inside, having to recycle to the back of the pack. 4 green blockers were waiting for their return. That allows Major Pain to exit the pack with lead jammer status. Sassy Devil heads around the outside, completes their initial pass. Major Pain assessed a cut track penalty, heads to the penalty box, leaving Sassy Devil as our only jammer for the next 30 seconds.
I have
Sassy Devil also being assessed a penalty. I did not see which one that was. So what are we going to have?
Sloppy doodle.
Another jammer sloppy doodle. Major Pain back on. Sassy Devil going to sit for the same amount of time as Major Pain had already sat. These two leagues play a much faster game of roller derby than we do locally. Major Pain is through. Sassy Devil is through. So we are going to go for the full 2 minutes. So, last jam, that was 8 points to Pivot City and 10 points to Chico's. 135 plays 82, and we're about to head into the final quarter of roller derby.
Jamming for Pivot City is Mad Pixie, and jamming for Chico Rollers is Nick's Vicious. I need to take a breath this time, not Mom, me!
So Mad Pixie straight through that middle of the pack. Comes out for lead. Nick's still battling a solid green defense. Almost a 4 flat wall there for a second. Bit of retro roller derby. Melonhead sticking to Nick's like sand to kids at the beach. And Nick's now through with their initial pass complete. Mad Pixie looks to the bench. Told to call it. 8 points to Pivot City, bringing them to 90. 0 points for Chico's, 135.
What did you say about kids playing at the beach with sand?
I said Melonhead was stuck to Nick's Vicious. Like sand sticks to kids at a beach.
I thought you said Mad Pixie slid through the pack like sand going through kids' hands.
Oh, no, that wouldn't be smooth like Mad Pixie. That would be a bit gritty. All right, who we got jamming now, Bloods?
What? Oh. For Chico Rollers is Kilbo Baggins, and for Pivot City, I don't know, someone? Beasting. There we go. I couldn't see, so I was like, I don't know, someone's jamming, right?
Another hit out by KTKO, drawing Beasting to the back of the pack. Kilbo out with lead and scoring points.
Now we have a different jam.
Beasting successfully.
Now we have a different jammer for Pivot City.
Beasting's done a successful star pass, and we have.
What?
I think that's Storm jamming now.
I thought that was Slam, and then I was like, Slam's in South Sea, not Pivot City.
So 8 point jam for our Chico Rollers, 143. 0 points to Pivot City, 90.
I'm glad Chico Rollers is Calamity June, and for Pivot City Rangers is Major Pain.
And Major Pain through and lead, which is quite impressive when you've got a 2-blocker deficit. 2 of your blockers are sitting in the penalty box. That is Mad Splats doing an amazing job. Individual blocking on Calamity June. Chico's come in with some coordinated offense there. Calamity June now out, completing their initial pass. Oof, that was a rushed end to that jam. Major Pain getting their full 4 points on that final pass. 8 points added to Pivot City's total. 143, Chico's lead 98.
That for Pivot City is Mad Pixie, and for Chico Rollers is Goose Lightning.
This has been quite a successful matchup for Chico Rollers. Goose Lightning up against Mad Pixie. Pixie tells her pack to move, move, move. Did it pay off? 1 point for Mad Pixie.
And she bumped into a player like a jelly bean, whatever that means.
Just trying to see, did Chico's get any points on the board in that jam? Not by the looks of it, so gamble did pay off. Speed the pack up, get your 1 point, move on to the next jam.
For Pivot City is Beasting up against Sassy Devila.
Beasting lead, little tiptoe down that outside line. Sassy Devil, 2 to beat at the front. Mad Splatter, last line of defense. Spins, ducks, dips, dodges, dives. Slows down Sassy Devil but cannot stop them. Pivot City come back to do a little bit of offense on that red tripod, holding back Beasting. Beasting successfully down the inside line. Full 4 points.
For Chico Rollers is Kilbo Battens, and for Pivot City is Major Pain. I guessed it, yay!
Big hit to that inside line on Kilbo, but they managed to stay in bounds. Major Pain pushing on Nix and KT Cow at the front of the pack. Kilbo entering to score some points. Full 4 points scored by Kilbo. 147 plays 103. So we have Goose Lightning up against Mad Pixie. This time, well, not this time. Mad Pixie is out, but I'm going to say, kind of as always, Goose Lightning hot on their tail. Pack forms with Pivot City at the front, protecting their points. Mad Pixie calling it whilst falling to the floor.
Oh, I thought she was doing the worm, because I've seen her do the worm before.
It's easy to get those two things mixed up. 2 points to Mad Pixie.
For Pivot City is beasting up against Kilby Baggins.
Both jammers trying for the inside line. Kilbo Baggins successful this time. Beasting. Push to the back of the pack. KTKO. Keeping them separate. Kilbo Baggins dukes to that outside. Ducks back to the inside. Gets their 4 points. Beasting star pass to Ra. So Kilbo calling that off with 7 out of the 8 points. Beasting has headed to the penalty box as a blocker. Their penalty occurred after the star pass was complete.
For Pivot City is Major Pain up against Sassy Devil. I'm tired. I can still commentate next one. I still can commentate.
So Major Pain through and clear, awarded lead jammer status. Sassy Devil, lots of lateral motion. Mad Splatter chases, has to give it as they are out of play.
So I can hear. Wait, what's the raffle? Are we going to do the raffle here or not? Like if we're doing it.
So Major Pain scoring 2 points in that last jam. .44 lead to our Chicos. 154 plays 107, and we have 6.5 minutes remaining in the period.
Oh, you said Chicos. I heard chickens, and I was like, why are you calling roller derby people chickens?
All right, who have we
I'm
got
a
on the
chicken.
jammer line now? Oh, it's Mad Pixie up against Goose Lightning. Mad Pixie successful. Goose Lightning out straight behind them. Pivot City taking that front line. Mad Pixie coming through at speed. Was the call off early enough? Yes, 0 points to Chicos, 2 points to Pivot City. 3 points, my mistake, 3 points to Mad Pixie and Pivot City. So by my calculation, we're going to need a little bit more time on the clock if Pivot City are going to close that gap 3 points at a time.
For Pivot City is Major Pain and for up against next station.
Major Pain out of the pack, lead jammer status. 30 feet behind, chasing them down is Nick's Vicious for Chicos. And that was 2 points apiece. Score differential remains unchanged. Score does change, 156 to Chicos, 112 Pivot City Rangers.
For Pivot City is Mad Pixie and up against Kilber Baggins.
Mad Pixie tries to take that outside line and Kilbo's Baggins takes advantage of that. Kilbo has a lead jammer status and able to score. Mad Pixie stuck behind a tripod of Chicos at the back of the pack. Knocked to the outside, forced to recycle back. Kilbo through for 4 points. Mad Pixie, Calamity June takes Mad Pixie to the inside line again there on turn 1. Mad Pixie did do a bit of a star stash. Exits the pack, not lead jammer, puts that helmet cover back on. Kilbo getting 2 more points in that final scoring pass. 6 points onto the Chickers scoreboard. 162 plays 112, and we have only 3.5 minutes left in this game.
For Pivot City is Beasting, and for Chico Rollers is Sassy Devil.
Sassy Devil skims down that outside line in 1 skater width of space. Beasting ducks to the in, pops around the out, also through on their initial pass. Melonhead slowing Sassy at the end of the pack. Crowd joins in the bench to tell the call off.
Everyone was screaming their heart out.
Yeah, that was like a bench says call, audience says call.
At least I can't. The good thing is I can't find anyone's hearts on the floor, so they're not screaming out their hearts.
That was 4 points to Chicos and a 2-point steal there by Beasting. Goose Lightning up against Major Payne. Goose Lightning running down that inside line on their toe stops. Major Payne up against KTO. Ray Scar comes in to offer some assistance. KTKO with a big hit to the outside, recycling Major Payne all the way back round between turns 1 and 2. Major Payne assessed a cut track penalty. Goose Lightning free to score another day. Eight points on the board for the Chicos. Again, packing speeds up as the jammer gets close. Ray Scar knocks to the outside. Both jammers now on the track once more.
There's only a few seconds left of the period clock.
Yes, less than a minute left on the period clock.
My mum's probably sad, but she doesn't realize that there's probably more games after this.
One game after this. So that got quite tumultuous, and blockers moving in and out, left to right, side to side. We ended that jam with 17 points for Chico Rollers, and looks like that was a 0-point jam for Pivot City. And we have a team time out. Pivot City. Well, with 21 seconds left on the period clock, Pivot City is very excited. to have Melonhead jamming. They are out. They are lead. Nick's Vicious. Trapped in the middle / back of the pack. Melonhead with a tiptoe sidestep toe stop manoeuvre on the outside. We have had a star pass. Chicos now have Argy Bargy jamming.
At the
Melonhead
period clock
through
has
on
beat
a
us.
second scoring pass. Pixie as pivot, unusual to see Pixie blocking. Argy Bargy pushing on that tripod.
Archie Bargy.
Yeah, there was a star pass.
Oh, I was like, what the heck is Archie Bargy? Is it a bird called a budgie and you're calling it Archie Bargy?
Melonhead caught up in the moment there, didn't quite hear the bench telling them to call it off, but a huge jam for Melonhead. 12 points added to Pivot City. 4 points on the board for Chico Rollers. We have an unofficial final score. Chico's won, oh no, it was 7 points, my bad. Chico Rollers 190, Pivot City Rangers 126. We'll just wait for that final whistle telling us that we have all the I's dotted and T's crossed and points added accurately. If you're in the room, final reminder to buy those raffle tickets. We will be drawing them next. Yeah, we might leave it there. I'm pretty sure I haven't. Oh, there it is. There is our final score. Congrats, Chico Rollers. We'll see you at the next game.
Bye.